Hello everyone, I'm Aratrika Bhaumik and I welcome you all to another episode of Courts Today on LiveLaw, where we update you about all the important legal developments that took place across the country today. We will begin with developments from the Supreme Court of India and then move on to High Courts and other subordinate courts. If you like our content, it would mean a lot to us if you could please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let's begin. In an important development, the Supreme Court of India today modified its status quo order on the felling of trees at Aarey region in Mumbai for its metro car shed project and allowed the Mumbai Metro Rail Corporation Limited to pursue its application before the Tree Authority for the felling of 84 trees. The court said that the Tree Authority will be at liberty to take an appropriate decision on the MMRCL's application by imposing suitable conditions. The Supreme Court has also observed today that the Maharashtra government's fresh decision to restore the location of the car shed at Aarey after changing its earlier decision to relocate the same to Kanjurmarg was based on relevant considerations and that it would be impossible for the court to stay the decision at the interim stage. The Supreme Court has transferred the trial of murder of former Andhra Pradesh Minister Y.S. Vivekananda Reddy from Andhra Pradesh to the Special CBI Court of Hyderabad, noting the apprehensions raised by his wife and daughter regarding the derailment of fair trial are reasonable. A bench comprising Justice M.R. Shah and Justice M.M. Sundaresh ordered the transfer on a petition filed by the daughter of Vivekananda Reddy, Sunita Reddy, who happens to be the cousin of Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Y.S. Jagmohan Reddy. The Supreme Court of India today refused to entertain a petition filed by BJP leader and advocate Ashwini Upadhyays seeking to double the number of judges in high courts as well as trial courts in the country. The matter was heard by a bench comprising Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud and Justice P.S. Narasimha. At the very outset, C.J. Chandrachud expressed that populist measures and simplistic solutions were unlikely to solve any issues. He further added that getting more judges was not the panacea of all evils and that such general PILs could not be entertained by the Supreme Court. The government cannot be held liable to compensate for the deaths occurring due to the administration of COVID-19 vaccines, the central government has said in an affidavit filed before the Supreme Court of India. Responding to a petition filed by parents of two girls who died due to the adverse effects of the Covishield vaccine, the central government has submitted that the vaccines in use under the vaccination program are manufactured by third parties and that they have successfully undergone various regulatory review in India as well as other nations. The affidavit filed by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has pertinently also highlighted that there was no legal compulsion to obtain vaccination and that the same was purely voluntary in nature. The state of Orissa is not large enough to merit the demand for the constitution of permanent benches outside Cuttack, the Supreme Court of India has pertinently stated. A Supreme Court bench comprising Justices Sanjay Kishan Kaul and Abhays Oka was dealing with the problem of lawyers abstaining from work in several districts of Orissa over a long-standing demand for a permanent bench of the Orissa High Court in the western part of the state, that is at Sambalpur. While issuing a slew of directions to resolve this particular deadlock, including the suspending of errant lawyers and taking strict action against the district bar associations to which they belonged, Justice Kaul also expressed concerns over the intensifying demand for more permanent benches of the High Court. The Kerala High Court today dismissed the petition filed by the state government against the order of the Chancellor appointing Caesar Thomas as the Vice Chancellor in charge of the APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University. Justice Devan Ramchandran observed that there was no doubt that Thomas was fully qualified going by the UGC regulations since it permits experience in both teaching as well as research and since she was working as the Senior Joint Director in Directorate of Technical Education, this particular choice was fully justified. Complying with the August 30th ruling that held that courts in India can direct a messaging app to disclose the information of infringers, Telegram has now disclosed the admin names, phone numbers and IP addresses of the channels which are accused of unauthorized sharing of the study material prepared by Campus Private Limited and its teacher Neetu Singh for various competitive examinations. The Delhi High Court Justice, that is Justice Pratibha M. Singh, in the order dated November 24th, said that the names of admins, the phone numbers and IP addresses of some of the channels are available with Telegram and that these particular information have been supplied. In the Jamia Millia Islamia violence case, the Delhi High Court today asked the central government to file a reply within a week to the amendment application seeking transfer of investigation in the FIRs registered against the students and on their complaints against police officials from Delhi Police to an independent agency. The division bench of the High Court, consisting of Justice Siddharth Mridul and Justice Talwan Singh, listed the matter for hearing next on December 13th. Meanwhile, the bench also adjourned the matter seeking FIR against various political leaders for their alleged hate speeches during the Northeast Delhi riots to December 19th. The Central Information Commission has observed that the Supreme Court's judgment in All India Imam Organization and Another versus Union of India was passed in violation of the Constitution and that it has set a wrong precedent. It may be noted that in the All India Imam Organization case, the Supreme Court of India had directed the state Waqf boards to give remuneration to imams in mosques managed by them. The Information Commissioner Uday Mahurkar made this particular observation on November 25th, that is last Friday, while hearing an RTI application filed by an RTI activist Subhash Agarwal seeking details of salaries being paid to imams by the Delhi government as well as the Delhi Waqf Board. Thank you. Keep watching Courts Today on LiveLaw for more such updates. See you tomorrow.